Hi loves, it's Lacey and welcome back to our space. So today in our space, I am going to be doing a spring wreath DIY for you guys. And we are going to start off with this beautiful grapevine wreath that came from Jeulia Fabrics. It is regularly $6.99, but you can use a 40% off coupon right now and get it for, I do believe, $4.19. I am also going to be making this wreath kind of in a traditional style because it is going to be a gift from my mother to an older family member, and she asked me to do it sort of traditionally. Now also along with this wreath at Jeulia Fabrics, they have all of their spring florals 40% off. So I ended up picking up several of these peachy color peonies. These are regularly $5.99 and I am actually only going to be utilizing 2 on this wreath, I do believe. Then I also picked up one of these. This is some really pretty peachy color roses. I think we may use a few sprigs of this on this wreath as well. I also found some really pretty floral filler pieces, and so I picked those up. I have this one here that is kind of peachy, orangey, kind of, I don't know what kind of flower. If you know, you can comment down below and let me know. And then these that are some more of an oval like berry, and I thought they went really well for this wreath as well. I also ended up picking up from a Dollar General these beautiful roses, I do believe, and it is 2 stems of these. These were $3.99, no, $3 even actually from Dollar General, and I don't know if I told you, but these were $3.99 along with the orange ones. I also have a bunch of ribbon from my stash. I have this beautiful ribbon here. It has wire in it and it is really wide. It is 2.5 inches, so I think we're going to be utilizing some of this. I also have the peach ribbon that I used in my last DIY. It is kind of sheer. We'll be using a little of that, I'm sure. I also picked up some of the brand new ribbon I finally found at Dollar Tree with the rustic farmhouse ribbon, they call it. I think it is really nice and it will go well with this project. I also have some burlap ribbon that I had from the holiday Christmas. There is tons on here, so you will be seeing me use this in a lot of different projects. And then for my, I always have a signature ribbon. I'm going to be using this butterfly. It is monarch butterflies and it has wire in it ribbon to go along with these colors. I think it goes excellent. I also have a couple of other things. I have these butterflies from the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using this one here or maybe this one at the top on this project. And from Dollar General, I have one of these rustic palette planks. I really like this because it's already stained, and I did not have to purchase this, but I have it and I thought it would do well on this project. At least this is what I'm hoping to be using. So as you guys all know, I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants to see what I come up with. So that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. what I'm going to do is make my signature Lacee space bow. Now, I'm not going to do this on camera because it does take a minute to do, and I have a bow tutorial on my channel if you want to know how exactly I do this. You can check that out. I will link it down below. I will talk you through it real quick to show you, but fluffing it and putting it together takes a bit of time. So I always start with the widest ribbon, and I'm going to make my loops for as big as I would like the bow to be. So I'm thinking about this size. It's probably going to be a little too big. I always make my bows a little too big, but I don't mind it. We'll see how it turns out. I can always trim it down. And I'm going to do one full turn. So like this is the tail, and then one full turn. And then after that, I go to my next widest ribbon, which will be this one here. And actually this one is 2 1/4, so it's just a little bit smaller. It has a wire in it as well. This is actually going to be the star of my bow, so I'm going to use more of this than I use of anything else. So after I do that, I am going to then take this ribbon after I get 2 full turns and place it in and do 1 turn with it. And then I am going to cut it off. I did this in my last video, as you saw, if you saw it, and I'm going to be using lots of turns of this ribbon. Then I'm going to go to my next widest one, which will be the burlap, and I'm going to do 1 turn of that also. And it has a wire in it as well. And then I'm going to cut it off. Now, sometimes I don't cut these off, but since this one is super wide, I'm cutting them off in between. In my tutorial, I won't be cutting them off. I'll just be going with the ribbons. But since this one's so wide, it's harder to work with. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I think I'm going to skip this one because I think it's fine with just these ribbons that I have here. I already have 4. I don't need an extra. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 1 turn with this ribbon and then cut it off. Then I'm going to start with this one again because I want more of it. And then I'm going to wrap this one all the way over for another turn. And then I'll start with this one again because I said I want this to be the star, and do 1 more round. And then that will be it. That should be plenty of ribbon to make a nice big, too big for this project bow. Okay, our bow is all adhered. And as you can see, I took some little tails and made them come out inside of the florals. I have a couple more. It's just extra pieces that I had. And so I'm just going to glue it together like this and then tuck it in here underneath this flower to have tails coming out the bottom. Then after we do all of that, which isn't going to take very long at all, I have a paint stick that I'm going to secure inside here in the middle, just so it can hold on to our plaque that we're going to use. So, and then we're going to take our plaque and we're going to tuck it in here, and you won't see the one side of it anyway. And we're going to put the plaque on there. But before we adhere it, we're going to use some kind of, I guess it's a cream color vinyl from Cricut, and I'm going to use my Cricut machine, and I'm going to write "Love Lives Here." So after we do that, it'll all be done. here is my final project, and I have to say, of course, it is so extra because I am extra. This is my version of a kind of traditional spring wreath. I love, love, love all the florals that, like I said before, Joann Fabrics has those 40% off. I think the plank of wood turned out really nice with the coloring with this whole thing. I used some cream colored vinyl for my Cricut stash, and I printed out the words "Love Lives Here." That's the words that my mother wanted put on there, and I think that works really, really well with the coloring. I will link below the Cricut version, which is the pink for this, and just a printable in case you guys would like to use it for this also, where you can either cut it out and Mod Podge it on the plank, or you can trace the back of it and then trace it out on there. There are tons of tutorials how to do that. If you need any help, you can ask me in the comment section down below. I had to pull myself back, even though this wreath is very full and very extra like myself, not to add more ribbon to it. I almost put tails coming down in all of these different like swirls of ribbon, but it is a gift from my mother to another family member. So that is it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section and down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for liking, and always sharing my videos. And if you are not a member here at Lacee Space, I don't know why not. Go ahead, smash that subscribe button, become a member, hang out with us for a while. We have a lot of fun here. We make a lot of cool things in here. We get a little crazy and put too much on a wreath here, as you can see. Also, if you like, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Lacee Space, the same way that it is spelled here, and I will catch all of you in my next video. Bye, loves.